Hello, everybody. I'm taking the shady side up. It's like 5:30. I got up here late. Bug flying in my mouth. Oh. Oh, maybe that was. I think that's where the bridge was. Unless it's up here. Yeah, maybe that was the bridge. They took it down. Turned it into, maybe that's what they've been doing this lately. I don't usually go this way. I usually go the other way up the mountain. It's gets you to the same place, but the other one's like really steep, and then you go across. This one's just kind of steep the whole way. I think it takes longer this way, but it's the shady side of the mountain. See this right here? I go the other way. That's why this stuff didn't get machete right here. Otherwise that would, I'd have taken all that out. See, the problem with getting to this is you gotta hike past all that. And by the time you machete all that, you're dead tired. See, all this needs to go. This is easy though. See, if I had, man, I should have grabbed one. And I have them stashed all along the trail, but not here, because I don't go this way. So I don't have a machete stashed this way. It's all right. Better that I just go past it, because once I start macheting, it's just out of control. I never fucking get up there in time to do anything. And I want to work on my pool. I have a big pond there, and it's like a big dam that I built, and I'm putting two little pools. I guess they're not really wading pools. They'd be like two little jacuzzis for dwarf people, is what it would be. But I'm putting them in the base of the dam I built. So it's they're kind of like little pools, two little pools with little falls that come into it. I'm kind of like halfway finished with that. But when I'm finished, it's going to look bitchin'. It's going to really look cool. it's going to make people just put like, oh my God, someone put a lot of work in this shit. Because people build little dams and stuff to stop, the water for fun and shit. But I built a huge pool, huge dam, and now I'm making little decorative pools in the base of it. So I want to finish that. It's just a lot of work carrying rocks. But I have a wheelbarrow up there. Not mine, it's for like the crew. But I use it. It's good exercise too. You're just moving rocks around. It's better than sitting on your ass. Man. Some pretty cool falls down there. Nobody really hiked in there. There was a place down at the bottom when we were kids. We called it something like Hidden Rock or something like that. You had to jump into the pool. It was a good, maybe 8 feet, maybe 10 feet to get into the pool. But you couldn't see the pool when you jumped. You had to, and that was kind of trippy part. But all Sierra Madre stoners always love to do it. John Siglock, shout out to my fallen friend, who's one of the craziest guys in the mountains. He loved these hills. And if that fucker was alive today, man, it would be me and him. That sucks that he's not. Because he's the only one I know that would have been around and would do it. Would take the energy, to do what you got to do, go to work, do all that shit, and then hike. Even if you have to do this shit in the evening. Because when daylight savings time passes and it starts getting dark early, I got headlights. I do it at night. It's kind of fun at night. A little cooler too. Yeah, but John, when we were kids, that dude was nuts. Died of cancer. Too young. And most people, well, not most people, but from what I hear or what I've heard, most people die suddenly, When you're young, if you got cancer, and that broke my fucking heart watching him be so angry because he didn't want to die. His son was young. It made me appreciate life a little bit. And I remember when he was dying, and he was sick. I was the only one that was around. Nobody was around. I'm not ashamed to say that. And I'm not saying that now, but because I was literally the only one there for him. His family was avoiding. I mean, his family, I'm not going to comment on that. That's their own business. But the dude had nobody. And, fuck, I knew the dude. He's like one of my best friends growing up. You know, not best, but like, not like your immediate crew, but people in the neighborhood, friends, that, you know what I mean. But, you know, when I want to die suddenly because there's no way I want to go through what he went through. And I told the dude, I was as honest as I could be with him when he was dying. I said, dude, look, because he was being a dick to me, and I said, look, man, I totally get it. I can't even say I wouldn't be doing the same thing if I was watching somebody that wasn't dying and I was dying. I might be hating them because they're not dying, you know? I can't say that I wouldn't be. So I told him that he was welcome to be as grouchy as he wanted to be around me. And then he felt bad because there was nobody around but me. Nobody was coming to see him. I was coming to see him all the time. He was at USC for like a week where they weren't even telling him what was going on. And he was just fucking miserable, dude. And he thought he had Hodgkin's, which was, it's supposed to be curable. And then one day when I went to see him, he was losing his mind. He's like, man, they won't even tell me anything. So I got, I said, okay, I'm going to go get answers. So I went and got this Asian doctor, and I got in somebody's ear, and I made the fucker listen to me. And he grabbed the file and went back. He did exactly what I said. He said, and he sat there and he said, yeah, I'm sorry to tell you that it's not Hodgkin's lymphoma. And I didn't know what that meant. But yeah, when the doctor said that, he crumbled, man. And just started crying. And I figured I knew what it was. And that was when he found out he was dying. And I saw him like right before he died too, when he was at City of Hope. And I'm telling you, that was... Now, I'm sorry, this video is going to make some people sad or whatever, it's a downer, but I got to tell this shit. Get off my chest. When I went to see him at City of Hope, and so I go in there, and he looks at me. He sees me come in the room, and his eyes were on me. And his eyes just got huge, and he stared at me, dude. And it was, dude, I'll never forget that look, man. He was letting me know what it was like to die. He told me. He didn't say a damn word that day. I said a few things to him. It was the hardest conversation I ever had. I didn't know how to say goodbye. I knew it was going to be the last time I saw him. But that look he gave me, and one of these days, if I know you, I'll show you the look. Because the dude was a funny guy, good sense of humor. But this man, That look he gave me was like, I'm dying and I'm scared and I don't want to go. And John was a tough guy. But when he looked at me in the eyes, then, me and him, I really grew close to him in that time because there's nobody around for him. Me and him weren't the greatest of friends, but when I saw that he was dying, actually the girlfriend I had at the time, her best friend was going out with John, sort of. So that was kind of why we were seeing each other more often than we normally would. But then then it was like I latched on. We were like, I wanted to be there for him. But man, that look, I knew, and then he died like, I think 2 days later. And I probably, out of all the people I know, I don't know anybody who takes people dying more serious than I do. Some people really don't think that much of it. You look at kids these days, and a lot of it goes to whether you value life, whether you think about, dying. But everything we're doing is because it's our own fault, because we let it happen. We've been disconnected from the Creator. It's been a gradual process. But, and it's like now, I see the purpose. I see why everything is done. I'm a flat earther, if you want to say. I think we're all flat earthers because the earth is flat. But that's like the most important thing to learn. It seems like all these other lies and all this shit that everybody's figuring out lately, some people can't handle it. But if you know they're lying about the fucking ground we're standing on, then everything else then you got to figure, everything's a lie. And it is. They give you enough truth about anything to keep you hanging on. That's like the news. The news lies about everything, but still giving you enough truth to hang on to where you... Okay, I'm in the snake area where... This is right where I saw this snake. I get PTSD right in here. Right here, this is right where he was. I walked by here. He was right here. Right here. And that's when you heard that. And I went, motherfucking this shit, fuck this shit, fuck. And then turned around. Every time I walk through there, I'm fucking reliving that shit. But like I was saying, that's that the whole NASA space exploration was not to explore space. They created NASA when they found out they couldn't go anywhere. It was just it was black magic. And I'm going to end this pretty soon here because I'm at I want to show you the pools though. They had a think tank to form NASA. And the 4 people that were in the think tank were Aleister Crowley, Walt Disney, the the Dianetics guy, L. Ron Hubbard, and the last one was the guy who has the rocket place in Pasadena. He's into black magic too, sex magic. What's his name? Fuck, you guys know his name. That was the think tank that formed NASA. Now, you won't find any paperwork that said those 4 guys formed NASA, but they were the think tank. They weren't. You couldn't put those 4 guys on fucking any papers, because one of them was the evilest man known to ever live. One of them created space. Walt did. That's why Pluto is on the fucking planet. The Pluto dog is on the damn Pluto the planet. He's making a little joke in your face for all you fucking idiots who still think that space is actually something you know, that we can see stars. I mean, get your head out of your ass, people. You can't see something billions of miles away. Period. It's not going to be small. It's going to be gone. The sun's not 93 million miles away. Because if it was, you know what it would look like? We wouldn't know. Something 93 million miles away is not going to fucking heat your planet, which is not even a planet, which a planet is nothing. It's something they made up. Plane, with the word plane, with the letter T, plain T. Plain Tierra. Terra's land. Plane is flat. It's like an airplane. You fly in the air over the plane. Just like man, these bugs. The horizon. It's horizontal. So, damn. Bugs are all in my face. See, there's my pools. God damn it, these things are... See right there? 2 little pools on top of the pool. See what I mean? I put oh, come on, man. These bugs are bugging. See, there's pool on top of the dam. See, and that one's kind of finished. This one over here is getting close. I need to get big rocks over here in it. I'm going to get the wheelbarrow and fill them up. God damn these bugs. All right, I'm going to turn it off. Probably film something on the way down. Peace, y'all. Haters hate.